She had the wigs, she had the talent, but something still wasn't clicking.
Hey babe, welcome back to part 2 of the series where I'm rebuilding Joselle's hair from scratch, also known as Zelle's hair. And if you missed part 1, make sure you go back and catch that video. We are rebranding this Instagram wig business with over 80,000 followers, but today we're digging deeper. I'm finally revealing her new IG layout and I'm breaking down her content pillars so you always know what to post, and then we're rewriting her bio to convert browsers into buyers. If you're new here, I'm Anna Maria. I teach wig stylists how to master high-level customization and wig styling techniques that actually sell. And here on YouTube, I show you how to tie those wigs into sales and build a profitable wig business. We have a lot to cover today, so without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the video. Now let's talk about her current Instagram layout, because listen, for most wig businesses, this is your storefront. You don't have a fancy shop on Main Street or in the mall. Your customers, they can't just walk in, hear that soft music, or smell your signature fragrance. So instead, you got to create that same feeling and vibe visually through how your brand shows up online. What you do have is your Instagram page and your website, and that's where your customers' first impressions happen. The vibe starts there. And if we're being honest, some of y'all got your digital storefront smelling like old carpet and dust. Your IG feed, which is where most of your potential customers experience their first big impressions of your business, you have it out here looking like a flea market. But we're not doing that in 2025. And this revamp is going to show you exactly how to turn that around. So let me show you what her current feeds look like. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. If I land on a page like this, I'm not going to shop. Even if I see a wig that I like, the overall aesthetics feels a bit disjointed. There's no clear vibe, no visual trust, definitely no sense of expertise. And of course, we have no idea what she's really known for. That's what turns people off. Not the wigs, not the price. The confusions makes them immediately disqualify your wig business as an option for them to shop with. But let me show you what happens when we clean that up. Now this feels intentional. When you land here, you know exactly what her signature style wig is. You get a feel for the kind of woman this brand is meant to serve. And even if you're not a pixie cut girl, you still pause and think, wait, I could see myself trying that. That's the power of clarity. That's what niching down does. I always say, like, Apple didn't become Apple by trying to serve everybody. They were talking to like tech heads, creative, coders, but their brand made everyone want to feel like they were a part of that world. That's what a strong niche specific brand can do for your business. It speaks clearly to one group and ends up attracting way more than you expected. So make sure you're intentional about your Instagram feed layout, because that's what sets the tone. Human beings are visual creatures and very judgmental, whether consciously or subconsciously, yourself included, right? So ideally, this page should immediately let you know this is a wig page, this is what we sell, and this is who it's for. Now that her visual identity is finally making sense, let's talk about how we keep that same energy going with her actual content. Because a cute layout sounds great and everything until you're sitting there thinking about what exactly should I post today? And how the heck am I going to stay consistent with this layout plus make it connect with my audience so that they buy? Let's go ahead and break down her new content pillars. Content pillar number 1, the personal connection. Content pillars are what help you show up consistently without guessing what to post next. It's not enough to just post wigs and hope people buy. You need structure. You need a plan. You need to be intentional with the type of energy your brand gives off. So for this brand, one of the main pillars I created is based on her lifestyle, specifically her love for the gym. Her target avatar, she loves fitness. So naturally, incorporating workout content helps build connection on a more personal level, as well as building community. Under this content pillar, she can share her workout routines and cute smoothie recipes to keep things light but fun. I've heard Gary Vee talk about this all the time. He says, your brand needs to be this and, meaning share something else about you with your audience. Something about you that you truly feel your target avatar will be able to connect with. And sometimes that might mean you just have to share one of your quirks and let your audience find you, because sometimes you just don't know who's watching. You'll be surprised. So tap into your strengths and own who you are so you can show up as authentic as possible. That's how you build trust. That's how you create your tribe. So whether it's in the gym, wine nights, motherhood, or soft luxury vibes, your content pillars should reflect you in a way that resonates with your avatar. Now that we've covered the personal side of her content strategy, let's talk about 2 other content pillars that will round this out and create the kind of scroll stopping presence that actually converts. The next content pillar we're using is what I like to call glueless wig education. And this one is powerful because it creates trust and reduces customers' hesitation. If you're selling glueless wigs, your audience needs to feel confident that they can actually install the unit by themselves. That means teaching them how to properly wear it at home without glue, without lots of extra tools, and without stress. This type of content can look like simple step-by-step videos showing you how to install a wig at home, voiceover reels, walking them through how to melt the lace and just use their fingers or an elastic band, or quick tips on how they can avoid lifting the lace, the bulky lace to the top, like after they rewash their unit, the lace, the closure will kind of like lift up, or the frontal. They need to know how to flatten that back out. These type of content, post them about 3 to 4 times a week. Basically, you want to be able to show your dream clients how to maintain, style, and upkeep their wigs. Remember from part 1, your target avatar said no stylist needed. She don't want to be going to no salon. And the best part about all of this doesn't have to be overwhelming or overly technical. You're just showing them how your product is beginner friendly and that they can do this too by themselves at home. So whether it's a 15-second demo on how to cut the lace or a caption breaking down how to blend the hairline, glueless install content helps remove objections before they can even check out. And I mean, like, check out from your page. Like, you don't want them to come and be like, oh my gosh, this is a frontal, I don't know how to install that. You want them to be able to, like, first glance at one of your videos. Oh, she always teaching us how to put this in. Oh, it looks pretty easy. You want them to have that type of impression. Now we're moving on. Let's talk about the last content pillar number 3. And this one is where the brand magic really comes to life. I call this the lifestyle effect because people don't just buy wigs. They buy the vibe your wig brand gives off. This is where your AI brand photos come in if you choose not to show up. These are the polished, aesthetically curated images that reflect the life your target avatar wants to live. Whether it's brunch with friends, cocktails after work, or soft glam on a rooftop, these images make her stop scrolling and say, I don't know who she is, but I want to look like that. So now that we built out her entire content strategy from the target avatar all the way down to her visual identity, the last piece of the puzzle is her Instagram bio. And this is the part where most people often overlook, but it's actually one of the first things your potential buyer sees. As the final part of Zell's hair wig rebrand, here's what we updated her bio to say. Step 1, her Instagram name. This has to be searchable, distinctive, and branded. Here is where you'll also plug in your title. So we started with the actual business name. Zell's Hair, 10-inch pixie cuts, glueless wig maker. Quick tip though, stick to one brand name. For example, her business is registered as Joselle's Hair, but she often calls it Zell's Hair. So just pick one and own it. All right, back to the bio. The job of the bio is simple. It tells the potential customers who you are, what you do, and why it matters to them. And of course, how they can buy from you. On the first line, pre-cut glueless wigs only. Let your customers know this comes with little to no hassle, as it's not only glueless, but it comes pre-cut, meaning I can truly have an easy install. The second line of the bio, gym, life, and slay, no glue needed. It's basically telling your customers who this is for, and again, why it matters to them. The third line, man, I don't know. This bio is so good. It's not just working line by line, it's working collectively as a whole, because ships from Canada to worldwide ties right back into who you are. Now your customers know you're a wig maker based out of Canada, which location is apparently important to a lot of people. I think the reason for that is to see if you'll be able to ship to them. And so having the worldwide written in there answers that objection for them right away. Then the second part of that line, pay later, Sezzle, tells them they have easy payment options available. The last line of your bio is almost always written with a CTA, a call to action, that tells your viewers how they can shop with you. And on that line, we have tap to shop our signature look. This bio is now clean, concise, and gives off confidence. That's how you get someone to tap without sounding like you're begging. All right, friends. I hope this video opened your eyes to how much power is hiding in your brand. You don't need a huge following. You don't need to show up talking on camera. You definitely don't need to sell 50 different wigs. You just need clarity, strategy, and consistency. And if you're sitting there watching this like, man, I need this for my brand. Here's the thing. Branding, visuals, content pillars, all of that matters. But it only works if your product is solid. If you know your wigs aren't selling like they should, if you're always slashing prices, giving discounts out left and right, or they're just sitting on the shelf month after month, it might not be your content. It might be the product itself. And that's where you need to start. I created a Wig Stallion Blueprint to teach you how to create clean, professional, salon quality wigs that actually sells. So before you think about trying to fix the packaging, fix the product first. You can tap the link below in the description if you want to learn more about that, or if you want to get instant access to it today. If you've been loving this series so far, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the final part 3, where I'm going to be showing you, well, basically I'm going to walk you through how I created her brand avatar using AI visuals. So you'll be able to create your own branded content that looks luxurious, cohesive, and scroll-worthy, even if you don't want to be on camera. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, babe.
I won't make it easy for you now.